What's up, everybody? This is Goku, and I'm bringing you guys a new one that I actually want to make. This is where Vegeta and Goku had the boosted gear and the vanishing gear. If you're wondering what is the boosted gear or the vanishing gear, these are these DXD secret gears. One in these secret gears are one of the two. These two are one of the strongest secret gears to ever exist. With the boosted gear containing the Drake, the Dragon of Domination, and one of the most powerful dragons. In the Vanishing Gear possesses the dragon known as Albion, the Vanishing Dragon, and a dragon that can divide the power of his enemy. While the Drake can increase his power by boosting it, like stamina, strength, speed, endurance, and anything else. While for Albion's abilities, he can actually divide a person's power to half as much as he wants and absorb that power and gain it to himself. But if the power is too much, he has to release it and give it back to original thing. If you're wondering, the battle between both Albion and Ddraig would have gone for centuries, with eventually their previous last users being a Saiyan and a cold and a frost demon. But eventually their battle would have ended with eventually of the presence of Yamoshi decided to seal them in a powerful gears. If you're wondering, both the Drake and Albion most likely would have been sealed by Yamoshi using his power to seal them in secret gears. Yamoshi, of course, they've been weakened because they have fought for centuries. For if only I'm practically mixing both Albion and the Drake in a Dragon Ball universe timeline. They were heavenly dragons existing before even the angels. They actually existed by the time that Zeno was the Omni King. Great Red is one of the most powerful beings, right next to Zenos' father. So Great Red will most likely be the second strongest being in the multiverse. Of course, with Great Red's boredom, he will decide to create two beings, his two sons, the Drake and Albion. Both of them will be incredibly powerful rivals, not only being brothers, but incredibly powerful rivals. Their power would have been immensely powerful, with each of them possessing a bit of their father's power. Albion possessing the powers to divide a person's power, and the Drake able to boost his own abilities to the maximum as he wants. Great Red who also would have decided to create a wife for himself, known as Ophis. She would have become a of the Infinite Dragon. She was actually able to possess the power of the Infinity. So practically her power is practically infinity, while the Drake and Albion does not have limits. Their father most likely would have put a limiter on themselves, but eventually the brothers, after their father was sealed by Zeus' father, they'll go on a rampage trying to destroy the universes for their father's revenge. Of course, the Drake didn't want to destroy everything, and so he decided to stop his brother Albion. But Albion was blind by rage because their father was betrayed by Zeus' father, since they would have trusted one another like friends. Albion then tries to attack Drake, but eventually they both would have been sealed by Zeno and Grand Priest in secret gears, with also the help of Yamoshi. Yamoshi would have been died, sealing both of them, but also making sure that they're safe. Eventually, the original hosts of the secret gears will most likely go out the same, with the humans' history going with Albion and Drake being the most powerful dragons. Eventually, both of them would have chosen their new wielders, with Albion choosing Vegeta and the Drake choosing Goku. When the Drake actually chooses Goku, he sees the pure hardness within Goku. Eventually, when he goes to hit his head, his memories will most likely have been lost. But eventually, a couple of years, the Drake would reveal himself to Goku, explaining everything about his rivalry with his brother and the battle that they have for centuries. The Drake will also explain to Goku that he must gain as strong as possible so he can unlock his powers alongside the power that their father gave them. Goku decides to listen to the Drake as he trains incredibly hard. Drake also helps him with mental training so he can get incredibly powerful. Remember, the Drake actually knows how to use ki and he has his own type of ki. If you're wondering, I'm creating a new ki for both those dragons, with Drake having the Dragonic Dominant Ki and Albion having the Dragonic Vanishing Ki, which both their keys are completely different. When Goku uses the boost gear, his ki around here will be green to red in color, while for the vanishing gear, it will be white and blue. Albion will explain about Vegeta and his rivalry with the Ddraig, his twin brother. With Vegeta decided to become quite powerful, but he still does not like Frieza. Would Albion tell him that he must be patient and follow Frieza's rules for now until they get strong enough to overpower him. With Vegeta nodding as they continue. If you're wondering, the multiplier, I must say, in their balance breakers or their full armor mode, I must say they have a multiplier of 40. So they're incredibly powerful. Eventually, Goku will still have his routine training, but thanks to the Drake being by his side, he'll be able to overcome multiple of the threats and deal with them easily. Also, the double beams will most likely not happen since the Drake won't be able to power up Goku with his Dragon Key for a little bit so he can resist the power. Goku can also increase his power and even use 10 times boosts with his boosted gear. Goku has already unlocked the second variation ever since he was a child. But to boost his power was the hard part, since he had to train even harder thanks to Drake. Vegeta also would have been trained by Albion to handle his vanishing power and how to control him. Both Albion and Drake knew about the Juggernaut drive form that they had. But Drake only knows that only one of his wielders managed to master it, while for Albion, the other users were able to completely control it with literal ease, unlike his other users who corrupted and did not have a spirit's hardness as Goku did. So Drake would have trained Goku so he can increase his power. Eventually, most of the events will most likely happen the same. Instead of the 5 years, Goku would have been training with the Drake, trying to master his balance breaker. With Vegeta also trained throughout those 5 years so he can master his vanishing gear. Vegeta would have constantly trained and actually not paying attention to Frieza, deciding to train himself as he increased his power. Both Goku and Vegeta are much more powerful thanks to Albion and the Drake, since they're much stronger. Eventually, if you're wondering for the power levels, I'm giving Goku a power level since he's hard work and help of the Drake. I'm gonna say that Goku can use Balance Breaker for a full year at this point. He has already mastered it. He can also hold around 50 times boost, while it's the same for Vegeta. He's already mastered his Balance Breaker and he can divide a person's power 50 times. So yeah, they're incredibly powerful. Goku would have also gone to Ginkai's planet and learned the Kaioken. He can actually stack Kaioken on top of his Balance Breaker mode so he can increase his power way further. Now, if you guys are wondering what their power levels in base forms are, now I'm gonna say for Goku's power level in base, he reaches a power level around 15 million. Now, if you wondering why is this high, well, Goku's practically trained by a dragon who I did stated that the Drake is able to match Zeno in his true power. And the Drake and Albion are his sons, meaning that they're much weaker, but they're able to be easily to be around the guards, Zeno guards, or even Grand Priest level of power. So just train with them once I can increase Goku's power. So this is a lowable power up for both Goku and Vegeta. Because I could have gone to the billions if you all know. So yeah, as for Vegeta, he almost like have the same since Goku has much more power. Vegeta almost like would have focused on controlling it, then while Goku would have focused on boosting it. So most likely Vegeta has the same base of 15 million. For Tinapa, I'll say that they're twice stronger than the original, but that doesn't compare to the power of Goku. Also, everyone on Earth is actually stronger since Goku is much more powerful. The Drake would have warned Goku about Albion and how he can sense his presence for not that far away. It's in a complete different part from where they are, but it's still pretty close, with Albion still mentioning the same to Vegeta. With Vegeta thinking that Goku is incredibly low class singing and you're not able to surpass him, but Albion yells at him to not be so fooled. The Drake can make even the most weakest warrior the most powerful person he's ever faced. When Vegeta being confused, he asks what he means by that. Albion explains that the Drake wants he choose a woman to be his wielder, with the Drake being shocked as Albion tried to actually defeat his female wielder, but instead the, the female wielder of the Drake managed to defeat him instead and his host. With Vegeta being in shock, he realized that the Drake is much more problem as they thought, with Albion telling Vegeta that they must focus on controlling his Juggernaut drive way better. And Vegeta still thinks it's an incredibly risky move since he practically can drain his life force. If you wanted, both Goku and Vegeta have not unlocked Super Saiyan, but Goku and Vegeta have already mastered their grade 8 forms, but they do not use them since their balance breaker forms are a lot more powerful. Ddraig would have taught Goku how to control his ki to a point he can suppress it to the point that it is not detected. Now, if they would have go with Jigaki, well, he achieves a little bit glance of it since both Albion and Ddraig have God Ki alongside Dragoon Ki, which is practically a combination between God Ki, Destroyer Ki, Angel Ki, and practically almost close to Omni Ki. So yeah, Goku and Vegeta would have continued to train as their power would have increased. Eventually, we both face off against one another, but Goku and Vegeta knows they must go all out. Vegeta turns to uh, his vanishing balance breaker, while Goku goes into his balance breaker transformation. Both of them face off against one another as Goku and Vegeta fight one another. Vegeta using the power of Albion as Albion shouts divide, divide as he divides Goku's power, but Goku uses the Ddraig as the Ddraig yells boost, boost, boost as he boosts Goku's power tripled, tripling his power as he faces off against Vegeta. Goku then screams as he will not let Vegeta win, as Vegeta is in shock as Goku roars as the Ddraig shouts boost 10 times. Goku then shouts Kaioken times 20 as he rushes off against Vegeta. Vegeta knows that he must use his powers now or never as he uses the power of the Juggernaut Drive. Goku and Ddraig are shocked as Vegeta transforms into his Juggernaut Drive form, becoming way bigger alongside having a mouth in his transformation. With this form, Vegeta is 10 times larger than he was previously. He rushes off against Goku with his speed and strength increased. Goku does not hold anything back as they both collide, seemingly being equal in power. Goku knows that he cannot hold for much longer, so he faces off against Vegeta. They might almost go out the same, since they're incredibly powerful and close in power. Vegeta still would have retreated to Namek, as Goku would have followed him suit. And guys, this is the end of this part. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think about this new wave anime actually made for now. See you around, guys. Take care, my Z fans.